Okay. Hi, this is Me Before Mom, the podcast that helps moms stay connected to themselves while doing the most important job they'll ever have. And I'm your host, Bert Anderson. Hey guys, it's Bert, and you are listening to Me Before Mom. So today I kind of want to talk about how the focus, obviously, for the name of my show and my brand and everything I do is Me Before Mom. And the focus obviously is understanding and getting back to who you were before you became a mom. Because there was a me before there was a mom. And I didn't realize this until I was talking with my friend, one of my good friends, who is a football coach. He's very good at it. And it takes up a ton of his time. He coaches his kids football team, but it's something that he has found that he loves. It's if you have read my book Me Before Mom, Putting Your Oxygen Mask First, you can find it on amazon.com. Little plug there because it's my own show and I can do that. I talk about finding your tick maker, that thing that makes you tick. That activity that makes you feel alive and like, yes, this is my purpose in life and it's for you and you alone. And your kids can be part of it. That's fine. You know, for in this example, his kids are part of it cuz it's their football team. Um but there is something about being part of these boys' lives and being able to coach them and kind of help mold them into men and showing them life on a football field that helps feed his soul. Because life can be really mundane. Go to work, come home from work, spend time with the family, eat, sleep, repeat, do chores, all that stuff. I mean, it's on and on and on and on. And whether you are the breadwinner for your home or both parents, work or both people, one person stays home and the other person is working. I think it is really important that in a relationship both partners have the ability to find that thing that is theirs and theirs alone. So for me, I would say the thing that really has helped me and has helped me find my voice, the thing that makes me happy is doing this, talking to you guys. It's being creative and writing and encouraging moms to remember who they were before they became a mom so that they do not lose sight of that once their kids are grown. Because if we do our jobs right, the end game in this is that our kids will leave the nest. That's the goal. We want them to leave, even though we don't. We do. That is what successful parenting is. Hopefully, whatever that looks like. So, the same thing, for me at the end of the day is I don't want to lose a sense of myself. And so for my husband, I don't understand why he's built this way, but this is how he's wired. I always give him a hard time because the man cannot just sit and relax. Every once in a while he can sit and just watch a football game, ends up falling asleep on the couch. That usually happens on like a Saturday, but he is always busy doing some type of project, like home renovation, something. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't stand when he does projects. Um And for a long time I thought that it was a way of him getting out of helping around the house, or specifically helping me with the kids. Um, my husband and I, like, he is very involved in our kids, and that's just the way our relationship works. He's very active and very involved, and it works really well for us and really well for me because I really rely on him. Um, and this summer, he was telling me, because he I guess did a little experiment to see if he could spend a week of doing nothing and not having any projects and how that would feel. And the end of the week, he came to me and he said, "So I did this, and I didn't do anything, and I hated it." And I realized that I really do enjoy having a project to think about and to plan and to work through the details and the problem solving and then to execute it. And I really do enjoy that. And so for him, one of the things in life that makes him tick, makes him feel alive, is having a project, planning it out, seeing the potential problems, working through them, and then seeing it to completion. Makes no sense to me at all. I don't get it. But consequently, if he were to look at what I do, you know, putting my life out on a website and in a book and on a podcast makes no sense to him either. There's no way he would ever do this. This doesn't make any sense to him. And I think it's really important. And I'm realizing this now because, like I said, I used to be really crabby whenever he would start a project. He finished our basement. He did a beautiful job. He did hire some people to come in and do like the sheetrock, and stuff like that, which was needed because there are some things you just can't do on your own. But it took a really long time to finish the basement. I think it was like a 2-year project, and it's beautifully done. After that, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do a project ever again. But it really does bring him joy, it makes him happy. And so at the end of the day, if it's just as important for him to have that thing that is his tick maker, that makes him feel alive, as it is for me to be able to communicate and encourage others the way I am with you guys. And the same thing, with my friend who coaches the football team. It's, once a season, or I mean once a year. It's really crazy. The schedule is insane. It does put a lot of stress on the family, so it does become a family event. And it's kind of like all hands on deck. But I think that when you are in a partnership and in a relationship, especially when you're um, raising kids together, there has to be a give and take on both parties to support one another in their extracurricular activities, if that makes sense. And I'm not talking about being extreme. Like, I don't think that bar hopping every single weekend is an acceptable, like, thing. I don't think that you should be leaving your family every single weekend to go to the bars and the clubs. I don't think that's okay. Maybe once once or twice a month go and have a girls' night or a guys' night. That's fine. Um if that is what, makes you happy and that's what, like brings you joy, I guess you could say. Gosh, I feel like Marie Kondo with like, what does this bring you joy? Um the whole purpose of this and the whole purpose of me before mom or me before dad um is to stay connected to yourself while doing the most important job you'll ever have. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, if you do your job well, these kids are going to leave. And I know for myself, I don't want to look in the mirror after my youngest is gone and say, I have no idea who this person is staring back at me. Nor do I want to look at my husband and say, I have no idea who this person is that I married who's standing next to me and why on earth did we even stay together. And so both of those things take time, like staying connected to yourself while doing this. It takes time. It takes a concerted effort on your part and on your partner's part to make sure that that happens. It also takes time to keep a relationship at the center and remember why you still like each other, because kids, newsflash, are really stressful on a relationship. Anybody who is thinking about getting pregnant because they think it's going to make their relationship better, it is not. It's only going to make it worse. And any cracks in the foundation that you have are going to dramatically become clear. I'm not saying that a kid can't like bring you together, because they can, but the amount of stress that you go through when you have a kid, when you have a baby especially, is extreme and can bring out the worst in people. Plus, you know, moms, when we hold that baby in our arms for the first time, you feel this self sacrificial love that is indescribable. I can't explain it to you until you become a mother. You are willing to do any and everything for that child. And in return, that baby loves you and you are everything to them. And so you have to fight to keep your relationship alive and well. You have to, I don't know if when you go on Instagram, sometimes people will take pictures of like their date nights and they'll be like, date your spouse or date your mate. But it's true. Part of this whole parenting thing and life is, I think, looking at the end game and seeing what is going to happen when everything is said and done. When my parents became empty nesters, I was sure that they were going to be really sad. Because, my sister and I are amazing, and why would they be happy to be rid of us? I could not have been more wrong. They were living their best lives, going on cruises, going on little day trips here and there, and now my dad is fully retired, and they are just like two peas in a pod. They garden together, and they go on little trips to Wisconsin. They live in Illinois and Iowa. It's like where Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin all meet together in the north eastern corner. Or Yeah, northeastern corner of Iowa. But they just have so much fun together. That's not saying they had a perfect marriage because they didn't have a perfect marriage. Um, and there were a lot of bumps along the road, but somehow they made it to the end. And they saw my sister and I graduate, and we left. We moved out. We got married, had our own families, and now they are in the prime, they would say, of their lives, having a ton of fun, and they like each other still. So I think so much of that is understanding who you are as a person and doing the work that needs to be done to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Because if you don't know who you are and you haven't really wrestled with that and really figured out, if you haven't done the necessary work to understand what fills you up, then you look to everybody in your life to do that, and I have news for you, it's never going to happen ever. They're not Nobody else is going to make you feel better. Nobody else can fill you up. I I was thinking about when I was younger, like in my 20s, and I wish so much. And I remember other like older women telling me this, like how much confidence they had in their like their mid to late 30s. Just they were like so confident, and they just knew who they were and very self assured. And I remember them being like, if only I understood who I was back in my 20s when so much like laid out in front of me and I had so much time and potential. But I didn't have the security that I do now. And I didn't have the understanding that I do now. I mean, life is long. We're living for a long time. So I don't see why we can't still, you know, live our best lives. If you're young and you're listening to this, let me tell you, do the work now to get to know who you are, flaws and all. Accept accept who you are, scars, or with the best beauty filter you can find. Good times, bad times, and do the necessary work to dig in deep to understand how you work. Get rid of toxic relationships. Understand that not everybody is going to like you, and that's okay because you don't like everybody you meet. Not everybody's going to be your friend. This isn't kindergarten. We don't call every single person we meet a friend, and that's okay. If, you know, if you encounter a group of people who are sitting and bad mouthing another person, take note and understand that if they're talking about one person as openly, they, and badly, they most likely will talk about you too. But I think at the heart of this, and what I'm trying to say is to be confident in allowing your partner the space and the time to focus on the thing that they need to do to make them feel alive and to kind of stoke that passion, because life can be really long and mundane, and it can be really hard. And it's all about having open communication with each other in a safe environment, and knowing that, like when my husband decides that he's going to start another project, which I'm certain is coming very soon. Even though I think it's annoying because my house is in a little bit of chaos, I know that it makes him happy. And he does a lot to support a lot of the things that I do. And so the least I can do is support him in the thing that makes him happy, the fun in his life, which for him is doing a project. And we're going to take our time and we're going to go on dates as much as we can. It is a lot easier now because our kids are old enough that our son can stay home, so we can go out and like have dinner together. I never thought I would get to this point in parenting, and here I am. It is great. I also highly recommend figuring out a way to do an overnight at least once a quarter. You need to get away from reality so you can remember why you decided to be together and create life in the first place. Because when you and your partner are in sync and working well together, everybody is happy and in sync. Now I feel like I should start singing Bye Bye Bye, but I'm not going to. I digress. So it's all about, this whole thing, this whole me before mom journey is really, it's not about being selfish. It's about understanding who you are and really understanding what are the key things that make you happy? What do you need in your life that makes you happy? And like I've said in my book, for me, writing and talking, I love to encourage people. I love encouraging others. So writing and podcasting is a way of encouraging people. When I get a random, DM or an email from somebody who's read something that I've written and it's encouraged them, that is like all I need to continue on. And so it only makes sense that my husband also needs, like, he has something that he needs to fill him up. And for him, it's that project. For my friend, it's coaching football. So find what your tick maker is. What makes you tick? Figure that out. Sit down with your partner, have a conversation, ask them, like, what makes you happy? Take it a step deeper. what in that act makes you happy? What about that? I think for my husband, it's the details and planning something out. He's a bit of a control freak, so he likes to, you know, it's controlling the situation, seeing something from start to finish. He likes to feel like he's done something, the productivity and accomplishing something. He likes that. And that's okay. So take some time, talk, sit down with a, pen and paper and figure it out. Talk to your significant other and let me know what you come up with for sure. As with all things, I'm going to tell you to be kind because you need to do that. When you're doing this, be nice to yourself because it can be a long road getting to know yourself. So be kind to yourself. Always be kind.
And now it's time for my favorite part of the show and yours. What is Bert watching with Sarah?
Yay!
Yay!
I need a sound effect right there. I gotta
Yes,
find one.
maybe it should be a firecracker.
Oh my god, cool. Whoa, yes.
Maybe not though. I don't know. What do I
I
know,
ha-
right?
I'll have to investigate.
Yes, you investigate. But today our theme is fantasy.
One of my favorite subjects.
It is a great subject because let's be honest, the world is a little depressing. So we might as well live in a fantasy world when we're watching TV. Am I not correct?
Or all the time.
Or all the time. It would be great if magic was real. Or is it? Not. Maybe it is real.
I think there's some weird things that you can tap into in the universe.
I think so too. Okay, that is for another day though. This is not Bert and Sarah talk about the universe and its mysteries.
Although I would love that to be a podcast series.
That would be fun. But today we are going to talk about what I'm watching. And one of my absolute, and I've mentioned it before, my absolute favorite shows ever is The Magicians. It was on Sci-Fi. It is on Netflix now. It takes place. So it is basically Harry Potter for adults. Not that Harry Potter can't be read by or can't be watched or enjoyed by adults now, but this is an older version of Harry Potter. So, um, it is so it's the main character is Quentin Coldwater and he is trying to go to this Ivy League school. And the Ivy League school is called Brakebills University, and it's a training ground for wizards.
This
Uppity,
excites me.
yes, uppity wizards. It's like Hogwarts for the US. So Harry Potter with a sex life.
Oh my god.
See?
I'm excited by this.
So he has school friends. He has like a group of friends. They're kind of like a group of misfits. They come together. They discover that there is this land. It's kind of like Narnia-esque, called Fillory. Um, and there was a series of books that he read from his childhood, and he discovers that it was real. And so the series is based on those childhood books that he read and them actually being real and then figuring out how it all works together.
Oh my god, I want to watch this very badly.
You need to get on that then.
I can't. I'm so bad. I think it's because I live alone. I don't like watching things by myself.
Well, you should. I watch this by myself all the time.
I don't know why. I just like, I get like overstimulated and I start like crying. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm very sensitive.
I understand there are a few episodes that you will cry because you get very attached to the characters. This is another ensemble cast of characters where you feel like they are your friends. Hmm.
I start
But
like dreaming about these people.
I know, I understand because I felt the same way. I actually kind of want to go back and watch it again because it was so good. I highly recommend The Magicians.
Are they gonna make another series or
Season?
like
No, it
season?
ended with season 5 and it was devastating. And it happened in 2020. And so it was so maddening because the pandemic was happening. And I was like, are you kidding me? The pandemic is happening and Magicians is ended.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at
And
least I haven't watched it yet.
that's true. Yeah. Lucky for you.
Right. I'm saving everything to watch. Like I like to save things to watch for when I'm sick. I think that's like usually when I like binge watch like an entire series.
Yeah, I started watching The Magicians when I had this really, really weird head cold. And, well, no, it was a virus, but I had a double ear infection and I lost my hearing for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was terrible. And I watched The Magicians with closed captioning on because I couldn't hear anything.
Oh my god.
And I got sucked in.
That's what I want.
Yes, it's so good. So, The Magicians, my friends, on Netflix.
Cue
So
sound
that's
effect.
that's the first one. The next one is also on Netflix and it's The Witcher.
Okay, this I
Based
have watched. This
yeah,
is the
this
first thing we can connect on because I
yes.
love this show.
This is a very good TV show. It's based on a popular video game series, which is based on a series of short stories written by a man in, I believe it's Poland. I'm looking at my computer screen trying to figure it out very quickly for you, but I digress. It's based on a series of short stories. Did you
I
know
have
that?
also played the video game but have not read the books.
I have not read the books either, and I have not played the video game. But
Video game is extremely intensive work.
really,
It's just very nerdy.
well, I like nerdiness, so it sounds like it would be good.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
the
good.
Witcher book. Let's see. It's a Oh, yes. So it's a Polish author.
Interesting.
Yes. 6 fantasy novels and 15 short stories written by Polish author. I'm going to put his name in the show notes because I will butcher it. But it's very
Well,
good.
maybe I should read one.
You should read one and then you can report back. So yeah, so The Witcher is really good. Henry Cavill plays the main character. How can you not like Henry Cavill in this part? He does a really good job of doing not a whole lot of talking and a lot of brooding, wouldn't you
And
say?
looking witchy.
Looking very witchy. There's a man who is like a troubadour who follows him around and makes up songs about him who is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, toss a coin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He's awesome.
He is awesome. There are monsters in it. So witchers basically are protectors of this realm. They grow up to fight monsters that are there. They have like special abilities, right?
Yes.
We're
I
not
feel
doing it
I
justice.
I feel no, I always like do this thing where I think about a story's plotline and I think about how it applies. You can like find parallels to the real world.
Yes.
Like cuz I feel like certain people have certain skills in like real life where they have to like battle like evil people. Like if you're like an activist or if you're like do some sort of like I don't know. I just
That is
think about these like parallel things all the time.
that is good. We are talking about entertainment.
No, you're right. Sorry.
But I love You're big thinking.
I can't stop the big thing.
It's okay. It's good. I like it. You guys should check out The Witcher. Season 1 is out on Netflix, and season 2 is coming out um, in December of 2021. If you are listening to this past December 2021, then you should have already watched this. If you haven't watched this, go watch it right now. The next show I'm going to talk about, in doing my research for this segment, realized that season 2 was canceled.
Oh no.
I know. I am extremely upset. I'm so sad. So it's called Cursed. It was on Netflix. Um it was a Arthurian. Let's see. Let me find it. Basically, it was about King Arthur. It was based on a series of books again. It's kind of like it's a reimagining of it, and it's told through the eyes of a girl named Nimue. She's a young heroine with a mysterious gift who is destined to become the powerful and tragic Lady of the Lake.
Oh dear.
So, yeah. So if you know anything about King Arthur, it's told from her perspective. After her mother's death, she finds an unexpected partner in Arthur, King Arthur. This is before he becomes King Arthur, a young mercenary in a quest to find Merlin and deliver an ancient sword. Over the course of her journey, Nimue will become a symbol of courage and rebellion against the terrifying Red Paladins and their complicit King Uther. In another piece on that site, Andriva calls the show, whoever this person is, coming of age story. But it doesn't matter because there's no season 2.
Well, that sounds good, and I will check out season 1.
I'm really so sad because there was all this like build up. It was a great show, and now it's gone.
I wonder why.
I don't know. And there was this guy who even like he's kind of the bad guy. His like he ends up I think he was supposed to be like Sir Gawain. Oh no, there was a guy who he was the weeping monk. He was going to turn into Lancelot. We don't ever get to see that.
Oh.
He's only the bad guy.
Oh no.
I know. We miss that. We miss all of that.
Wait, is that based on a book? Can we just read the books?
It is based on a book. So we can go watch we can go read the books. So read the books. Go and watch the TV show. I am very sorry it's over. Maybe we can put together a campaign and get somebody else to pick it up and film it. But if Netflix is not going to do it, I don't know who will.
Netflix, come through.
Please.
We need Lancelot.
We do. Especially because he's very good looking.
Especially because he's very good looking. Yes.
Yes. So that's all I have, guys, on this week's What's Bert Watching? Sci-fi or fantasy edition.
Dun dun dun.
Yes. Fairy dust. Woo!
Oh my god, we need sound effects. Okay,
Yes.
bye, Bert.
Goodbye.
And that is a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for listening. And in case you were wondering, Me Before Mom is hosted by me, Bert Anderson, and it is produced by the lovely and talented Sarah Abdel All. You can also check out Matriarch DM for all of the show notes, as well as other amazing podcasts for women by women. And don't forget to check out my own website, bertmanderson.com, so you can see what's going on in my world. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys next time.